In this video, we're going to talk about the 6 steps that you need to know about moving to Gig Harbor, Washington. And we're going to get started on that right now. Hey everybody, my name is Darren Rivers and I am the Northwest Realtor, and welcome to living in Gig Harbor, Washington. You know, my team and I are getting calls all the time about what it's like here, what it's like to live here, all the activities and the features that the town has to offer. So I'm a great resource for you. Please reach out. You can email me, text me, send a little comment through the YouTube channel here. I'll get back to you right away and help you out in any way I can. So let's get started on those 6 steps right now. Step number 1 to moving to Gig Harbor, honestly, is simply reach out to me. You know, there's no time like the present, and you can never get started on this process too early. You don't want your back to be up against the wall and, oh my gosh, I need to find a place in the next month, because in this market, that might be difficult. So, you know, get started early. If you think you might be wanting to move here or this area, reach out to me. We can talk about all the things that you're interested in. We can educate you about the different areas, pricing, you know, just everything that goes with moving to a new town. And like I said, get started sooner than later. It's nice to be able to just keep an eye on things. Even if you're a few months out, you can keep an eye on the market, see what houses that you like tend to be selling for, so you can prepare for that or make adjustments if need be. You can get all of your financing situated up front, so you're not rushing to do that. So just the sooner we get started, the better. And get to know each other. I can kind of find out what you're looking for, and I can keep an eye out for the homes that you are interested in, not send you homes that, you know, that aren't up your alley. So reach out to me and we'll get this conversation started and start making a game plan moving forward. That's step number 1 for sure. Step number 2 for moving to Gig Harbor is getting your financing in order. This is paramount, and other than connecting with me, this is absolutely the next thing that needs to be done. So many people used to think that they go look at houses, and if they find one, well, then they'll go get approved for the loan. And in this market, you may not have time to go through that process. I mean, houses are being bought really quick, and you need to be ready to act. There's no cost, there's no obligation, anything like that for getting pre-approved with a lender. And then that way you know what you're dealing with. You know what your loan options are. You know what your buying power is. You know if that actually falls into your comfort zone for what a monthly payment would be. I get you connected with a local lender, you know, people that have good reputations for getting deals done on time, good service, the best rates and fees around. And you just know where you're at. Like I said, this is so important. This is really, really important to get done up front, so then we know what we're playing with. We know what type of homes we should be looking at least budget-wise. And I can't stress this enough. This is really, really important. And you find out what all your options are and make sure that, you know, this is a good fit for you. So step number 2, we get your financing set. Step number 3 to moving to Gig Harbor is we figure out what kind of home you want. We sit down, we have a conversation about what you're looking for in a home. This could be in person. If you're out of town, this could be over Zoom. It obviously could be a phone call as well. But it's where we really go through all the things that you need in a home. You know, we're going to go through your must-haves versus your nice-to-haves. If you need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath or bigger, if you need a fenced backyard, if you need an enclosed 2-car garage or bigger, you know, whatever things that really are needs for you and your family. And then we also filter in, you know, the nice to haves, but those are negotiable items, right? And we make sure that all of this fits into the buying power that you have that we already figured out with going through the lending process and getting pre-approved for whatever kind of loan you're going to need. So this is a conversation. This is where I learn about your likes and your styles and your needs and your desires and all that sort of stuff, so I can make sure that I'm looking out in the right areas for the right style house with all the things that you need that are obviously within your budget. So step number 3, we sit down and have a conversation about the type of house that you're looking for. Step number 4 is I take all that criteria that we talked about in step 3 about what kind of house you're looking for, and step number 2, what your buying power is, and then I set up a search for you in the MLS. This is the most updated, best search there is. You can eliminate Zillow, Redfin, all the other sites that you're looking on, and just let me do all the work for you. The search through the MLS is updated every 15 minutes. Sometimes these other sites are delayed and you miss things. Sometimes they're not updated. It's just weird. They're fairly accurate most of the time, but I've had several people call me about a house that one of those sites still says is for sale and actually sold 6 months ago. That will never happen in the search through the MLS that I can set up for you. The other cool thing about it, like I said, it's updated every 15 minutes, and every new listing or anything like that that comes up that fits your criteria, you will get an email alert for. And if you don't like it, no big deal, just erase the email, delete, move on. But if you like it, you can put little comments in the search with, you like it, you're interested, or you don't like it for whatever reason. If it's something that, oh my God, I want to see right now, give me a call, we set up a tour and we go take a look. So, and it can be modified. It's not a one-time thing. So if we need to adjust it, if we need to expand the area, narrow it down, whatever it may be, I can make those modifications at any time. Step number 5 would be me setting up the tours for you. So we've gone through a bunch of things and we've set up the search for you, and I'm emailing you listings that might be to your liking, and you see 1 or 2 or 3 that you really like and you get a hold of me. Well, now I set up a tour for us. So this can be done a couple different ways. If you're out of town, and I have a lot of military clients moving from all over the country or in different parts of the world for that matter, and I do a pretty good job of video tours. FaceTime video, Facebook Messenger, any kind of app like that, and I'll walk you through the house as best I can. So you can see it. It's nothing like being in person, but it's the next best thing. It's better than just pictures, right? So that way you can ask questions, I can point out different features and do that. Of course, if you're in town or you're making a trip to the area, then we do it in person and set up all the tours. It's either going to be myself or somebody on my team that's going to represent you as well. Don't call Zillow for tours. I get this all the time as far as I hear of people that have an agent, yet they call Zillow to schedule a tour. And Zillow can't schedule tours for you. I don't know why they even have that feature on there. Only the agents can do it. We got to make sure the house is available for that the tenants or the homeowners that are living there are available to allow that tour. Don't call Zillow. Call me, call your real estate agent. We will do it for you. That's our job. And that's it. So we set up the tours. We go out and take a look and see which ones really strike you. And it also helps you either, maybe modify your criteria. Maybe you thought you needed a certain size and then we see something else. You're like, oh, well, this would actually really work. So there's nothing like seeing the houses in person. The video tours are the next best thing if you're not available for that. And that's the next step. Step 5, go out and take a look. The 6th and final step is I write the winning offer for you and we get you into a house. Now, writing the winning offer, that is a video in and of itself, one that I'm actually probably going to do now that I think about it. But we narrow down the house, we find the one you want to go after, we write the strongest offer possible. Of course it depends. If we're competing against other buyers, we got to be aggressive and make our offer stand out. If it's a house that's been on the market for a little while and it doesn't have any offers, well then we have a lot more negotiating power and we can put that into play obviously. But the key is to get you into the house that you want. And depending on the situation, we orchestrate our offer to do so. And then throughout the whole process, my job is to hold your hand through the whole thing, take all the stress off of your plate, keep you updated, guide you through the process. There's different steps that have to be met along the way. Keep all those timelines. My team and I have an administrative assistant that takes care of the paperwork and the timelines when we're in that phase. We have weekly talks about what's coming up next, what needs to be done. You're guided through the whole process. And it's not only once a week. If something comes up, you have an update for me, I have an update for you, of course I reach out. But even if there's nothing to say, I always get a hold of my clients every Monday just to tell them what's going on, what the next steps are, what we're looking for, when things are due, things like that. So that's step number 6. Get you into the house you want, write the winning offer, secure that deal, guide you through the whole process, close the deal on time with a good lender from step number 2, and hand you the keys at the end of the deal. There you have it, folks. Those are the 6 steps to moving to Gig Harbor, Washington, or really moving anywhere. You're going to kind of have to go through that whole process no matter where you go, and I'm happy to help in the Gig Harbor area or anywhere in the surrounding areas. So just remember, reach out to me. You can text me, send me an email, give me a phone call, make a comment in the comment section of this video. I'll be getting back to you however means you get to me. I'll reach back out to you and help you out in any way I can. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.